Hi, ladies. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to our meeting. It is um, October the 1st. Oh my goodness. We are in October. Can you believe that? Wow. We are in the month of October. So welcome to our October meeting. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. I will try my best not to keep you too long tonight as we just chat a little bit about our business because we are business people, right?
Yes.
So, yes. So, welcome. This is our October. This is for our campaign 21 into 22 meeting. And tonight our focus is going to be on understanding our why, understanding our reason behind what we do. And for those who may not know, my name is Angeline Fletcher, and I am the team leader for this team, KPIP. And I am in my 7th month as an Avon representative. In a couple of days, I think October 7th, it will be 7 years that I have been doing this business. Sorry, somebody said something? Okay. 7 years since I've been doing this business. Some of it I wasn't exactly serious about it, but I can say in the 7th year I am even more serious about this business, and I'm happy to be in it. And I'm in it to win it, and I hope you are as well. We often talk about what we do and how we do it. Not too often we focus on why we do what we do. And I have read this book by Simon Sinek, and it's called, he goes into a whole thing about making comparisons about different companies who are in business, leading with their why, leading with who they are and why they do what they do. And I found it very interesting. And Simon says that most organizations or people, they think or act or communicate from the outside in. But what he wants to encourage people to do is to operate from the inside out, not so much as to be competitive, but to do what you do from your inside. And he spoke about Apple, the company Apple that makes the Macintosh computer and the iPhone and the iPad and so on. And he find that the Apple is a good example because the Apple store and the people who purchase the Apple, and we know that Alicia has an iPhone, they just
iPhone. Team iPhone.
They just love their iPhone. And he says that sometimes people who love their iPhone, people who are iPhone users, and people who have their Apple computers and so on, it's like it is an identity. It is like, oh, look at me, I'm an iPhone user. It is who I am. It's like this is something that identifies who they are. because and what he says is that it is not that the iPhone is so much better than the other phones, nor is the computer so much better. It is just that the reasoning and the argument that the Apple people come out with, because they have this thing that they say that the iPhone people and the Apple computer people, they are like they're a special breed of people because they identify with what this company does. And so people are proud to be, I use an Apple computer, and I am an iPhone user. And so he says that these people buy into the whole notion of the being an Apple company and identifying with them. So they say that for us now, as just people who are business people, it is for us to develop our reason why we do what we do. And our reason why we do what we do causes us to have our following. And our following and our followers will never deviate. They will never go to another person. Even if you go away, or you are sick or so on, then they are like, oh, I have my Avon lady, or I have my Avon man. I'm not going anywhere else. Hey, Tamara, thanks for joining us. They are not going anywhere else because they have their Avon person, and that is what we are to develop with our customers. That thing, that because we are leading from within, because we're leading with our why, because we have identified our purpose, because we are not just running them down for the money and just say bye, 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 but we're taking an interest in their lives and in what they do when we develop relationships with them. Yesterday we were out vending, and one of Alicia was with us, and one of Alicia's customers came by, and you could see that there is this relationship that she has developed with this lady, where she could identify her, this is my Avon person, and she introduced Alicia, and because I was standing there, I got the introduction to her friend, as she calls him. And so, it's like a little family there. So for her, because she has this relationship with Alicia, Alicia is her Avon person, and so and that is what we want to be developing, where we are leading from deep within us, where we identify why we do what we do, and we develop these relationships. They are thinking us. And sometimes, even when they don't want Avon, they are thinking us, for whatever they do. Oh, maybe my Avon person will know. So they are constantly thinking about us. Simon Sinek continued to say, we want to be around people and organizations who are like us, and they share our beliefs. When companies talk about what they do and how advanced their products are, they may have appeal, but they do not necessarily represent something to which we want to belong. And that is why he identified about the Apple brand, the iPhone users, where they want to belong to this particular group of people. Oh, noisy somewhere. And so that's the kind of thing that we want to develop. We want to be identifying our why. As we did last week, the Avon brand. And this is to show us how this company started with the why, where David H. McConnell in 1886, which was 34 years before women had the rights to vote, he gave women a chance to earn an independent living because he was selling books, and he was giving fragrance samples to the women as a to encourage them to buy his books. But he found that the women were even more excited about the fragrances than they were about the books. And so he was like, oh, this is interesting. And he saw where the women would be networking and talking about the scents, the different fragrance scents. And he was like, okay. And so I'm going to develop fragrance for women and to give women, because women can network so much, because women work so much, so well with each other, he would give women the opportunity to earn a living and to continue to network with each other. And so that was David H. McConnell's why. That was his reason, not so much about the money, but to assist women in earning a living and as they network with each other. And so that is why we're a part of the network marketing profession. And what the whole premise behind it is, as you may have noticed on television, there's no advertisement on television for Avon products. Not Avon, not Amway, not Mary Kay, not any one of those direct selling organizations. There is no advertisement for the products. They will have Avon has advertisement for the opportunity for persons to become members, but not for the products, because the whole premise behind the organization is for it to be advertised by word of mouth, that each one tells the other, and so the word would get to other people. And so that is David H. McConnell's reason. Now, it's Avon is now okay. I think I'm going to mute people because it's a little loud. I think you can unmute yourself if you want to say something. And so Avon is also one of the largest contributors to breast cancer awareness, and also for against domestic violence. And for each lipstick that we sell, and each makeup, and the skincare, and the fragrance, these things help to eradicate breast cancer and also domestic violence. So it's a great company that we are aligned with, that has behind it this great cause. And that is why Avon has lasted for so long, because it's not that it has not had its challenges, but because the why, the reason that Avon is around goes way beyond the money. So what is your reason, is my question to all of us tonight. What is our reason for doing what we do? Because what happens is, all of us in operating a business, it's the most difficult thing there is to do. It's easy to go to work for somebody, to go to a regular 9 to 5. As much as it may seem like it's hard, it is easier to do because you don't have to be worrying about your overhead. You don't have to be worrying about tax. You don't have to be worrying about just the things that you have to do, keeping your book, your records and all of that. That's not yours to do. The management does that. And you just go to work and do your thing. And so it's easier to do that. Managing a business, which is what we do, it's harder to do. But I dare say the reward is greater, and that has been my experience where the reward is greater. It therefore means that because it is so challenging, we need to have a bigger reason for doing what we do if we're going to be operating as business people. If we're going to be just, I just sell Avon, and so if someone comes and they want something to buy, I sell them. If no one comes, then it's okay. If we're going to do that, then, it's like nothing. But if we're going to operate on a business level where we're really managing our business and we are marketing ourselves and we are going out there and we're doing our thing and operating in a business manner, then it has its challenges. And so we need to have that reason behind us that pushes us forward even during those challenging times. So what is it that pushes you beyond that feeling when you feel like giving up, when you feel like I can't do this? What is it that pushes you? What is it that makes you want to give out one more book, talk to one more person, share one more Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat post? What is it that pushes you beyond that? What is that thing that keeps you going on? What is it? And hopefully it's not
Joanne.
me. Huh?
This is Joanne.
Hey, Joanne.
Hi. What I think does for me is when I see your face and some of the other faces on Facebook, and I feel bad that I haven't done my share of doing. So then I push myself a little bit to do a little bit more. And I didn't know that there was so much involved in cancer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, until you started talking to me about it.
Yes. Okay.
So that helped me too. But your face and your words and your advertisements push that. Keep pushing. It's possible.
Thank you, Miss Joanne. And we it's good. I'm happy to be there for us all, to be able to encourage, because that's what I want to do. I want to encourage us all to keep on going on. But I would want that even if I'm not around, that you would keep doing what you're doing, because you are serving people. You are being there. They are not seeing Angeline, and I'm not getting your earnings. It's all you. And so I would want for us all to develop that thing within us. And sometimes it means that we may have to look into ourselves, to ask ourselves some questions, And sometimes we have to ask ourselves, how do you feel when you're talking about the Avon products? When you are talking to someone, when someone comes to you and they're asking you questions about products, how do you feel? How does that make you feel? Are you stressed? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you joyful? Are you disgusted? Are you elated? And sometimes we have to just ask ourselves these questions. I'm not necessarily saying you need to answer them now, but to just look into how you feel when you are dealing with and talking about the Avon products to people, because sometimes that can help us to understand how we connect and how it is that it makes us feel. Because I personally, I love going out there. I vend often enough, and I love talking about the products. And I find that the more I use the products, and I'm telling you, people gave me perfume for my birthday, and get this and get that, and it's the hardest thing for me to use because I want to use my Avon stuff, and sometimes I feel bad but I can't help it. I just love it. And the thing that is so exciting is when you're out there, guys. I wish you could be out there sometimes and see people's faces, and they'll see my table and it's identified. I have my runner that says Avon. And people, oh, Avon! And you'll hear some people, they may not stop, and but they may be saying, oh, I remember when I used to use Sweet Honesty, or I remember when I used to use Wild Country, and oh, we used to use, and sometimes I hear even the Spanish people talking in Spanish, but of course, Wild Country is Wild Country in English or Spanish, so you can identify what they're talking about. And then how you feel when you deliver the customer's orders and you see their faces light up. It is supposed to do something to you, that encourages you to keep on pushing, because you realize that what you do is going beyond you. And that is how you can develop and understand your why, because you see how what you do affect other people. And so you wanna keep doing it. And how do you feel when you get your Avon earnings and you can pay a bill, or you can do something for a family member, or just add it to your saving? How does that make you feel? And when you identify those things, it'll take you closer to your why. It is important to tap into those feelings, feel those feelings. Don't just let it pass by and say, oh, I'm just collecting money. I remember just tonight I delivered some products, and I was able to collect some money, and I said, oh yeah, that will be able to go towards paying my Avon bill, and so it's a good feeling, because I love to pay my bills. And so it's a good feeling. And so we develop, because of the things that we do, we develop our why, and identifying why we do what we do. And you do what you do so that you can make a difference in your family. What about, for it to help you to increase your options, as a person? It allows you to be able to do much more than you want to do. And how about for future generation, to break the poverty cycle? And we can do that with this business. We can break the poverty cycle if we take this business seriously. Yesterday, as I said, we were out vending, and I met this man. We met this man who, he was like in his 70s, but he was a little slow in his movements, but he got his phone and he showed me a photograph of his mom's collection. His mom was sold Avon for must be over 50 years, and she had all of these trophies, all of these pins, and some of them I don't even recognize them because they've been so long that those have been used, and all their trophies and everything. And he was thinking about, what can he do to get rid of it. He wants to get rid of these things that his mom worked hard to earn, because he had no use for it. And so it made me wonder about it. I wondered, if she had operated her business as a business that could be passed down to the next generation like any other small business. You have these mom and pop shops and stores that the grandfather owned it, and it passed down to the son, and it passed down to the grandson, and so on. And we have this opportunity to do the same thing. And I wondered whether, as I mean, and I'm not belittling her or anything. I mean, I have no idea who she was, but he clearly had not continued the business based on what he was telling me. And I would want for my business to be of such that my son want to get involved in it, and to be doing it after I'm gone, because it is a business. And so that is how we want to be. We want to be looking at our business as something that can change the trajectory of our families. But of course, it depends on how we develop it. David H. McConnell, after 130 years, Avon is still around, still around. And so we want to be considering that as we consider ROI. My personal why has evolved over the years, and it continues to change as I change. And today, what I do is simply to make a difference in the socioeconomic life of my family, and to help others to tap into their potential so that they can do likewise for their family. And this is built on the belief for me that I am connected to an awesome God who has plans for me. And his plans are for me to be great, to be of greatness, and to be abundant. And so that, in a nutshell, is my why. That is why I do what I do. And you notice we don't talk too much about money, because money is a result. If we do what we do, if we serve others, if we give, if we share, if we are there for others, the money will come, because once you serve persons, they will be loyal to you, and so the money will come. And your why is different. Because of your why, you will have your goals and your dreams that of course you can build towards. And so as we focus on our why, which is like of the fuel to our fire that we will have during these changing seasons. And so my friends and fellow teammates, I urge you to think about why you do what you do. I'm going to be talking to each of you, to help you figure out why it is that you do what you do. And so that's what I wanted to say about that. Now I want to know if anyone has any questions that they want to ask or any comments that they would like to have based on my very long rambling.
Well, this is Alice,
Hi,
and I like
Alice.
selling the product, and
Mm-hmm.
I like telling the ladies about the fragrance, even the men. And
Mm,
from what I say to them, they take it as this is why they buy the Avon.
mm, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yes, that's good. And I know you, Alice, and I mean you're good with and you have that excitement, and that is the thing, you know, you have that excitement in you that it's contagious and it makes people want to be around you. So that's good. And you're doing a great
And how
job.
I capture them, I say
Mm.
hello, and from there, how you doing, and other things like that, and they come to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's good. Anybody else? Thank you, Alice.
You're welcome.
Hmm. Okay. So, guys, I'm challenging you to figure out your why, figure out your reason, figure out even if this is for you know, figure out whether, you know, you really want to do this, because it makes sense if you're doing it to just do it well, to just do it
Right.
100% or more, you know. And so what I want to challenge you also to do is to send 10 texts. Text, oh, um, I think Jean is calling me, but she's doing the wrong thing. Um, Jean, you need to call the other number, and then you put in this number as the ID. It's okay. Yeah. Um, I I need you. There are people in your contacts that you may not have even thought about having them as Avon customers. And so I need you to look into your phones and find 10 people. This is a numbers game. And so less than 10 does not make sense, because you will not get all of the 10 people to either respond to you or to say yes to you, right? What is said is that if you send 10 texts, chances are you will get 3 customers from it. So if you do less than 10, you know, the odds are going to be even not in your favor. So send 10 texts to 10 people. Text them. Don't call them, nothing else. Text them and say, hey, just a simple text. Hey, how are you? I'm just touching base with you. I'm not sure I ever told you that. I'm going to just mute again because I'm shouting. Um, I'm not sure I ever told you, but I'm an Avon representative, and we have a wide range of products which involve skincare, fragrance, bath and body, health and wellness, and fashion. I would love to share a brochure with you, or you can visit my website and you tell them your website. Let me know when we can link. Something to a simple text as that, and I'm gonna do it. I didn't even do it before because I want us all to do it. And I'm gonna do it as well. Text 10 people that you have not texted before about the Avon business. You have not told them before about the Avon business. You don't know that they know, and see what happens. that is my challenge to you. That is my challenge to you, because it is important for us to increase our customer base. We need to increase our customer base so that we can continue to build our business. And I'll be touching bases with you. And then, you close up by saying, looking forward to hear from you. I pray you and your family are well. Or something like that. Just be cordial. Don't be at the front, at the beginning of the text. Don't be buttering them up, especially if you have not been in touch with them for a long time. Don't even try to butter them up or anything. Just say hi, how are you, and just go into it. At the end of it, you say you're looking forward to hearing from them. You pray that they and their family are well, or you hope that they are well, whatever language you want to use. Use that language, and you communicate with 10 people in your contacts. And I want to hear from you as to what happens. It means, therefore, that you need to have books, because if you text 10 people and 5 of them say, oh sure, I'd love to have a brochure, you make sure that you have a current brochure. We're now in campaign 21 is ending. You're not going to send them campaign 16 book, okay? It means that you have to have at least campaign 20 book to give them. And we're ending into campaign 22 tomorrow. So let's do that, okay? Can I get an amen?
Right.
I'm unmuting it. I want to hear the amen. I didn't hear you.
Amen. Amen.
Okay.
What campaign? What campaign should we get the books out of?
What campaign? What?
What campaign should we get the books from? I mean, what campaign should we get books? The 20. I have 22. I think 21.
Yeah, 21 or 22 is good. You do have 22 as well, so that's good. Yes, that's good. 20 or 21, 21 or 22 is good. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, ladies, speaking of that, we are now in campaign 22, and we have some campaign 22. I am really excited about campaign 22 because campaign 22 has my great fragrance. It's velvet. Woohoo! I sold my first velvet.
What? Velvet?
Yeah.
Oh,
why didn't they put the smell of it on the paper like they usually do?
They did.
They did.
The circle is there.
Yes,
I didn't get.
Oh yes. No. It smells very good.
You see it?
No. I guess I'm in the wrong book.
On page 5. It's campaign 22. Remember, it's campaign 22.
Okay.
Page,
all right.
Page 5.
That's on the other side of the room. Okay. I'll get it later.
Yeah.
What do you want his phone for?
Yeah. So that's where the scent is. You can rub it. But of course you can also purchase the samples as well. And skincare is on special. There's some great fashion there as well in campaign 22. And we still have rake in the cash, ladies. You still can rake in the cash with Avon. You can still earn money. I hope to get the $20,000 dollar to win that. So if I win it, then I, after I pay some of my debts, I will take you all to dinner. I don't know if after I paid my debts, I don't know if there's any money gonna left. If there's some money left, I'll take you all to dinner.
Okay.
But I hope to win some money. So that's what's up. This month is Cancer Awareness Month, ladies, and Avon is the major sponsor for the American
Oh,
Cancer
yes.
Society for this year, and so there are various
Mhm.
being held all over the place. The Newark walk is on October 22nd.
Mhm.
I have signed up, Tamara. I have signed up for that, and I'm asking for donations towards it. We're supposed to raise funds for it, so that we can contribute to this great cause. So
Okay.
any contribution that you can make would be greatly appreciated. Please. Our target amount is only $100, so it's not a lot of money that is being requested of us. Okay. So,
Yes.
ladies, I hope you're using your What's New book. Please, please, please use your What's New. Go through it. Understand your What's New book. Understand it. Understand it. This is your preview book. This is the book
Mhm.
that you can see what's coming ahead, and you can order stuff from it. If you know, for example, that your customers would be interested in some of the Christmas items that's in campaign 23, go ahead and order you one, so that you can have it to show them. Sometimes it makes a difference when people can see the item. When they can see it and touch it, it makes a difference for them. So go ahead and purchase one so that you can have it as a sample for them to see and touch and smell if it is something that they can smell. But do remember that for the What's New, um, you order from the What's New as it is displayed on to the left of the What's New, on the left front. It tells you what campaign you can order from it. And I mean, there's no way of no getting around that. You have to do what is asked of you. Okay? So that's what you can do. So did we lose Joanne? Think we lost Joanne. Joanne?
No, I'm
Oh, you're
I'm
here.
still here.
Oh, Jean.
I'm here.
Oh, Jean joined us. Jean joined us. Thank you, Jean, for joining us. And we have coming up. Joanne is going to be celebrating our second anniversary as an Avon representative on the 26th of August.
Ooh,
Woohoo!
wow.
Woohoo!
Yeah, 2 years, baby. 2 years. 2 years old. 2 years in this business, Miss Joanne. I'll never forget when you came to me. Never forget meeting you. Never forget that. And it's good that you're still in the business. You're still in the game. So nobody can count you out because you're still in the game and you have been pretty much consistent. So congratulations for that.
Thank
And
you, thank you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. Of course, we're going to be putting it on Facebook on the 26th. our team member, Linda. Linda signed up her first team member. So Linda is not online now, but woohoo for Linda! Woohoo! Signed up first person. So yeah, so that's good. And it sounds like she already has an order that she's working on. So that's good. That's good about that. So guys, thank you. And we celebrate each other. We have some birthday. Eva-Lee's birthday, Doxy and Jafia's birthday is this month as well. And so we will definitely be celebrating them. Guys, you're doing a great job. It is still difficult for me to I have to probably call Avon. With campaign 19, I challenged you all to increase your sales, and I still have not gotten a chance to see as yet how the sales even went. So I may have to call Avon to be able to see how that went, so that I can celebrate the persons who did that, who did well, first, second, and third. I think Marie was first, and I don't want to talk too much about the rest because I'm not sure about it. Okay, ladies, before we sign off, any questions or comments? I'm sorry, Jean, I know you had some challenges getting online. I'm glad you.
Oh yeah, I got on. I forgot where the phone number was. I'm looking for it in the email, which I deleted, but I remember you had sent me something. I forgot it was a group text.
Yeah.
So I found it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna it was something in the What's New book I ordered last period for campaign 21, and I want to order again, but you said that campaign 21 is still open until Wednesday, so I'm gonna see if I can order it again and get it for that price for myself for $12.99.
If it's in the What's New book.
It's in the What's New book for campaign 21, and I think it's 2021. I can't remember because I'm not home. But I was gonna just put the order in. I put it in. It says because in the little flat sale book it's $16.99, but I'm hoping I could get it for the $12.74.
Okay, you might have to double check.
Yeah,
you might have to double check that. Campaign 21 actually ends tomorrow.
Well, you might have to order it for me.
Okay, well, tell me, because unless it is in campaign 22, yeah, well, send me the number. Let me see. I'll check it out.
Yeah, because it's in campaign. It's in one of the magazines. I have it. I can't remember which flat book it is, but it was $16.99. But I ordered it out of the What's New for $12.74.
Okay. All right.
So I sent it to you. I sent it to you.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So it's those undergarments.
Okay. Any other comments or questions, ladies? Tamara, anything you want to say?
No, just listening. Just listening on the thank you.
Okay. That's it, ladies. Nobody?
No, that's it for me.
Okay. All right. Thanks, ladies. Have a great night. And
you too.
Next time. Thank you for joining us.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So